Um, so we're doing that. We're also doing a program called The Voices of Brandywine, where we're working with a Delaware theater company to bring some of the stories of Brandywine to life. So some of the figures that were here during the battle, we're going to act out, some of their experiences. So,
I'm gonna come
so
back and
fortunately, some
ask
of
you
them,
more. Yeah, yeah, we'll come
yeah,
and
some
ask
of them
you
did
more.
leave, journal records or diaries. So, that's really what we're taking the play from. So,
We're gonna come back for more detail in a bit,
okay,
Troy. Let's
okay,
just do a quick overview. Who's
yep,
here from where? And because I want to know more
okay,
about these details. Chelsea
okay.
at the Kennett Library with your alternate email.
I just have a couple updates from the library.
How
One
about just
being,
introduce yourself and then
oh,
we'll
I'm
go down
so
to
sorry.
250 updates. We're
Yes,
just doing name, rank, and serial number first. We got to know who we got.
sure. I'm Chelsea Worth. I am the community programs producer responsible for civic and social literacies is one of my jobs, and that's why I am here for the 250 meetings.
Okay, we'll come back to the good news of what you're doing. Kathleen, Goodyear.
Hi, sorry, I was trying to unmute, but I'm already unmuted. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, our township has started to engage our local businesses, trying to do a little free advertising for them, trying to put that together, kind of reaching out, starting and planting the seed of the 250, trying to get some engagement.
And you're working with Laura?
I'm working with Laura.
Laura and Hank, who'd like to introduce next up.
Yes.
And the three of you are working together on this.
Yes, and it looks like Laura's connecting to audio, so I don't know if we have her or not.
Okay. Hank, do we have you?
And this is Chad's Ford Township?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Hank and Laura, sorry. When you can zoom in or voice yourself, we'll get this. And Cindy Abadini?
Yeah, hi, Cindy Abedini. I am a past commander of the American Legion in Kennett, still an active member, and also a active member of the VFW in Kennett. And I don't know if our current commander is on the call today or not. So
Looks like not yet,
okay,
at least. And Mr. Stutzman, I don't believe I know you, sir. Can you introduce yourself? Is it Mark?
No, it's Matt.
Matt, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I was on the last call for the first time. Just
I
tuning in.
missed the last call for the first time. That's it.
Oh, well, there you go. Well,
Uh-huh.
nice to virtually meet you. I'm a program manager at the North American Land Trust, who's headquartered here in Chad's Ford, and we have one open to the public, another soon to be open to the public preserve, both in Chad's Ford. Both have context within, context rather within the Battle of the Brandywine, American Revolution, and so I'm on here to try to figure out ways we can engage with the community and get them out to our sites, not only for the 250th, but for future events as well.
Okay.
And currently, we are working with Troy on the Amazing Race to the Brandywine. Our Brinton Run Preserve is scheduled to be one of the stops on that event, and I'm also signed up for the information meeting this coming Friday with regards to this the screening of the American Revolution here.
The watch parties. Oh, good.
Yep. Yeah, trying to figure out what it would take to host a watch party at
Okay. All right. Well, then let's segue into that. Kim Andrews is one of our America 250 revolutionary ladies. Kim, what can you tell us about the Ken Burns watch parties that we're trying to promote in partnership with PBS and WHYY and the National Constitution Center?
Yep. Hey, everybody. I am so glad to be here to kind of share the excitement about the American Revolution documentary and this idea to have a watch party at your location with your organization. Yeah, Kenneth, you are on the you're on the vanguard of hosting them in Chester County. Every meeting I go to, I'm like, and the Kennett Library is hosting an event. So you guys get props every time. So to tell you a little bit about it, it's Ken Burns' most recent documentary to get people all excited about 2026. In fact, I just saw on social media that today was the first showing of the first night of the Civil War, all those many years ago. So this will just kind of like bring it all around. It's a 6 night, there's 2 hours, 6 nights in a row, starting November 16th, it's a Sunday, through November 21st at 8 p.m. It's going to get us all ready. We put this initiative together, this Watch Together initiative, to try to get Chester County to rally around the American Revolution and to have this cultural moment to get us all ready for 2026. It brings to life the people and the debates and the struggles that shaped our nation. Some of it was filmed in Chester County, so across the 6 different nights, different organizations might want to look at the episode summaries and see if there's one episode that might be particularly salient to your group and your stakeholders. And it really explores the revolution's ideals and conflicts, which we're all dealing with today, certainly. It's nonpartisan, deeply researched. So it's for everybody. It's a great way to get people excited and get people to start thinking and talking about those concepts of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The watch parties, we're showing it as it's a low cost way, a low effort way to really engage your stakeholders. PBS.
How much does it cost? Low cost?
The low cost is 0 to actually screen it. If you want to have some snacks, you can decide what the cost on those snacks are. Are you serving sushi or are you serving popcorn? That's on your organization. But the idea is that you would pick one of these nights, and a watch party could be in person or online through Zoom, where people watch simultaneously at the same time. And you could host one night. Like I said, there are episode descriptions that just came out. We have I'll put it up in the chat in a minute. We have a website where we have the information that takes you to the episode summaries to see if there's one night in particular that works. And it's a fun way to really start building momentum for that America 250 in 2026. You're all here because you're already doing something. And this is a way to kind of prep people in advance. So on our website, we have a full toolkit that has invitations, graphics, some discussion questions, some tech setup tips, and some themed snack ideas. I made a recipe for
Themed snack ideas?
Yes, it's delicious. Liberty popcorn, recommend it. You'll be able to be listed on the America 250 Friends website and social media and events calendar, and it really connects you to that larger countywide movement in advance. So what's involved is you decide what nights you want to host, you screen the documentary in real time, and then you lead a short discussion using your own prompts or the prompts that we provide to you. You can have trivia, you can have a guest historian, the themed refreshments. And if you want to find out more about it, you can look at in the chat. I'm about to drop that in there, but there are 2 info sessions that Matt mentioned. Matt, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. This Friday, September 26th at noon, and Monday, October 26th at 4:30.
29th.
The
26th
No,
is Friday, the 29th. Wait, are they both on?
No, it's this Friday.
this
So
Friday.
both this Friday. I thought you said Monday. I'm sorry.
No, one is Friday the 26th and the other is Monday, October 6th.
Oh, October 6th.
Yes.
I'll get it right yet. Thank
Yes.
you. All
So
right.
if you tune in and what I say isn't that smooth, come back for the second one and it's going to be better. But I encourage all of you to think through, is this right for your organization? And I'm going to have more information at the info sessions that I just came to yesterday by talking to PBS rep. They're going to make screening reels available after that first broadcast period for nonprofits. So if this time period doesn't work for you, we're going to have more information for all of you guys to see if you can get a direct themed screening reel of 30 to 45 minutes to show in your time on your schedule after that. But I'm still digging that information out. I'll have more at the end of the week. So I hope to see some of you there. And I hope some of you, are bold enough to put together a watch party for this, either that week, November 16th through the 21st, or afterwards through 2026. So thank you for your time, everybody. I'm glad we're all working together on this.
Kim, I know you're a fast talker, so stay on the line.
Karen, I've got a question for the
Hey,
last speaker. Hey,
Yeah.
so thank you very much. Very insightful, and look forward to learning more in the series. How long are the episodes and how many are there?
The episodes are 2 hours each, and there are six
Okay,
episodes. So
gotcha,
that would be a heavy lift to host six 2 hour events over a
gotcha.
week. As a
Okay,
former nonprofit executive director, that makes my heart beat, not in a good way.
But are you thinking more people will do the first night and the last night, or what's the thought process?
The first night, is a Sunday night. Again, it depends on the schedule of different organizations and nonprofits. So a Sunday night might not be so great for many of our organizations. The last night is, of course, it'll be the end of the Revolutionary War, but they'll be summing it up, and that's on a Friday, so that might be better. But again, we have episode summaries. So your organization might be interested in the Philadelphia campaign took place in 1777, rolling up and down in Chester County. I think
sure,
many of our organizations might want to focus on that. So the episode summary tells us which, I have to double check. They just released that, yes, yesterday or on Monday. So, but that episode might be a likely one for our Chester County organizations too.
perfect.
Interesting. Kim, how about we hit the website for a second? Can we share screen?
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
I have it right. Oh, you have it, Em?
Oh no, if you have it open, you can share.
I don't, but I can.
Okay.
Are you gonna get it?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay, thank you.
And PBS, it's WETA out of Washington, D.C., which is the co-producer of the documentary. They have a fantastic toolkit too. So we have kind of a Chester County-based toolkit, but they're coming out with games and trivia, and there's going to be all sorts of really cool assets and resources to support community engagement. And as I said, they're going to have that. They're supporting the American Revolution documentary public programming through all of 2026. So if November doesn't work for you, there's going to be other options on how you could pull that together.
Can you make it bigger, Em?
Yes.
And so down at the bottom, you have some resources. What do you got there, Kim? Oh, this is
We
putting the toolkits all together?
Yep, we've got the online toolkit, the in-person toolkit, post-program survey, the American Revolution documentary overview kit that comes straight from PBS. And then Emily was kind enough to put together some marketing materials that you're welcome to adapt, or you can reach out to us if you want some support in adapting them. And then the episode descriptions, which I had been waiting for with bated breath because again, suggesting people watch 12 straight hours of documentary without knowing which ones might be the most relevant was not a very strong suggestion for everybody. So
And the Constitution Center was dropping this information on Constitution Day, which was just last Wednesday. So that's their timing. What do the social media graphic templates look like, Em? And the press release template? Can you click? So you took the Ken Burns information, you put the branding for Chester County on it, sort of, and you can just drop things in Canva. That's pretty good.
Yes.
And then there's a press release as well.
Yes. You go back.
and as with all of your America 250 programming, we'll be able to help promote it too. So it can go onto our events calendar and through our social media as well as your own.
Okay.
Oh, and PBS is going to have a link where where people can submit their programming for broader promotion.
So Chelsea, how is the library at this point planning to orchestrate this? So that you're thinking you do it in a big auditorium and inviting the world the whole week or?
No, so we've applied for 2 days. And based on, they'll either give us one or allow us to do both. As Kim was saying, there's topics based on how they were broken up. And so we went through with them and kind of talked about which ones we thought fit our purpose and intended audience and things like that. So we're just waiting for confirmation back from them on if it's one or both days and which we will show on which days, if it's both days and that sort of thing. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting to hear back. But our plan is to host that in our auditorium, which can seat up to like 140 people. And we will probably have some kind of refreshment after. We applied for October 20th, which is a Monday, because the kids have, well, Unionville Chadds Ford has that day off. Part of our plan was the fact that, so sixth graders, it's all Revolutionary War. And so part of our plan was making sure we include the younger generation as well in this opportunity, and thought, we will approach the teachers, maybe they want to give extra credit to a kid who comes in on a day off and watches.
Maybe,
And it's
maybe.
I mean, I would if I was a teacher. So yeah, that's why that was one of the dates that we selected as well. And so when we have that back, we will immediately be ready to release out to everybody the timing and whatnot for
So
that.
your desired aim is late afternoon on a weekday. Yes? Something like that?
That's yeah, something like that. And then the Saturday one would be during the day too, because we close at 4 o'clock. So.
And then you're getting the screening reel. You're able to do it before the broadcast because you're working with WETA to get the screening reel, correct?
Correct. Yes. And because we're a library, so yeah, there's a couple different categories and groups that you can fall in for that time frame. We just had to go after October 15th, and we could go before the premiere. So we kind of had like a month of space that we were allowed to work in with
Right.
them.
I'm going to try to count. I'm going to try to count.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Yeah.
So-
So we're hoping to get, like all ages together to enjoy in this experience.
Chelsea, are you going to do the discussion after as well?
That's a possibility too, depending on the topic with the various organizations that we are partnered with at the library. I mean, most of you are on here with us. So we are fortunate in Kennett Square and in Chester County that we have so many amazing historical resources at our disposal to work with us on civic programming.
Okay. Do you need more help with partners or you got plenty?
Well, both, I think all of you are here, but we're always open to more. I mean, I don't like to say no to a partnership with anybody on anything, because our primary goal at the library is that we are a free resource for any and all information that a patron seeks out. So, if that requires help from everybody in our community. So we are more than happy to partner on that with anybody.
So with partners, it's really co-promoting and getting the word out and encouraging attendance and coming and bringing all kinds of colleagues, friends, neighbors, whatever.
Yeah, and if we have a, panel discussion, that they're open to us reaching out and seeing if they're available and want to participate.
Nice. Okay. Anybody else got questions, or has Chelsea already reeled you in? It's a video, so we'll reel you in, Chelsea.
Have you already had promo go out for this, or do you have any planned?
She needs dates.
Yeah, we're waiting for the confirmation of the dates.
Oh, finalized. Yeah.
Yes, the WETA did send us a link to a whole kit, which Kim shared part of, and they in there too have, they break it down. So they even have a whole section of suggestions just for libraries,
Yeah.
and the materials. So yeah, we are ready to hit the ground running as soon as we have the date.
Nice. Anybody else have more comments, questions about the Ken Burns American Revolution watch parties, screenings, which can take place throughout the whole year with these screening reels, right? Yeah. Troy, are you guys going to do anything at the battlefield proper?
Do you mean with the watch party or?
Yeah,
It-
yeah, with the watch parties.
I really haven't given it a whole lot of thought yet. So yeah, it's something we might want to consider for next year. I'll have to take a look. I mean, there is the Brandywine specific one in there.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, I see that Chelsea, you said you might have to jump off in a few minutes. Do you want to go over some of the other things you're doing?
Oh, sure. We have programming meetings every other week at the library with everybody that runs our different literacies. And all 6 of those are currently working on planning summer programming around the 250. So by the, let's see, what were we, today's September. By the end of October, we will have drafts in for all 6 literacies on the 250 programs that they plan to run in summer of 2026. So yeah, that's kind of where we're focused now that we're mostly done with the screening.
More to come, more to come. Oh, we have more bookmarks. We'll get them to you. We keep updating them, right, Dem? All
Yes.
right. Yeah, yeah. Good.
And
Anything else before you have to jump off for rain? Go ahead.
yeah, if anybody gets any link or has any to share of the pocket um, constitutions
We have
and
them on our website. You know what?
okay.
So yeah, there's links there, actually. Emily, can you bring up the bulletin board to share it with everybody? Because
Yes.
when we were talking with, what is the camera, the National Constitution Center, everybody needs to know this. And I know Collis keeps emailing and I keep sending him stuff and he must not be seeing what I send. So they asked us to tell that, and you got to make your screen bigger. I'm very big. So this is the bulletin board, the whiteboard that's on the web page for today. And as you go to underneath, there's Civic Toolkit, Freetown Hall Civic Calendar, Scholar Essay. What happened to the constitutions? I thought we had free declarations and constitutions. Oh my gosh,
Oh, wait, is this the wrong tool or is this the wrong
I went to the
um
wrong place.
bulletin board?
No, it should, I'm sorry, I thought it was on all the bulletin boards the same. But
Let me
did
see.
you have the source at the end of the website so folks can see it? Oh my gosh, we're trying to be so organized here. So the Constitution Center asked us to make, oh yeah, tell them how many we would need, and we were trying to get numbers, and they said they're not afraid of large numbers for free ones. So Emily, we're gonna have to, I thought it was on our overall website, and we were gonna circle back just to get numbers from folks. Sorry, I'm coming. Program resources. No, free constitution. I bet you it's on our Dare to Declare page.
Yeah, that's what I have pulled up now.
You know what? No, we don't have it on the website, but you know what? We will
We
have it,
will.
send it out to the group. I'm sorry, keep going. It's nothing above that.
No, I don't think so.
That's really sad. Okay, I am so sorry. Yes, so we're trying to get free little pocket constitutions and declarations. And we told them 10 or 20 or 30,000, and they said it doesn't scare us. So we're trying to get them soon. But let's actually, Emily, put that on our to-do list because the time
Yeah.
is here. And Kim, I'm going to have you help because it's probably the person you're dealing with at the Constitution Center as well for the watch parties. That would be terrific. Sorry about that. So there is a source. We're trying to get them for free. What, is there anything else you need that I don't have on the website, Chelsea? No. So Troy, can you give some more details about the rally and what else you're doing with the great roles?
Yeah, sure. So our first event is on May 16th. It's called the Amazing Race to Brandywine. It's a road rally event. So people will purchase tickets online. What they'll do is they'll come to the park. They'll get a packet of directions and some trivia questions, and then they'll go around the different parts of the battlefield. And we have 4 stops that we're planning right now. And at each stop, participants will get to do something. Maybe they'll get to
What?
practice firing a cannon. So they won't actually fire a real cannon. I think we're going to try to avoid that, but at least go through the
Troy,
process of what it would take to fire a cannon.
here's a heads up. You
Hmm.
probably have, when I was at the Paoli Battleground last Sunday,
Hmm.
Noah Lewis did an incredible thing on firing a cannon. And they
Hmm.
had, the rifle demos from the ages. And at the very end, I'm like, what is he waiting for? He came up and he said to the crowd, I'm going to teach you how to fire a cannon. And we're looking around and there's no cannon in sight.
Hmm.
He used the power of imagination and then
Uh-huh.
pulling 7 volunteers out of the crowd who got voluntold. And they actually he explained the different positions
Hmm.
and they fired a cannon. In our minds, they definitely fired a cannon.
Yeah.
It was fascinating because he was so interactive with the kids and the adults and the women and what their role would and would not have been. It was fascinating. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have him here, and he does an excellent presentation here. So,
he actually
but
had
yeah.
us believing there
Hmm.
was a cannon there, and he actually started
Hmm.
running towards it with a bayonet at
Yep.
Paoli to see if they could shoot him in time. And the first time, they all died because he got to them with the bayonet first. So
Hmm.
we gave them a second life, and it was still scatter, but at least they lived the second time.
Yeah.
He is fantastic.
Hmm.
So it's just yeah, yes,
Yeah.
him now, but firing a cannon. All right, so
Yeah.
they'll do different revolutionary things at each of the stops.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Very
then they'll come back to the park. We have a giveaway for those that participated in the event. So, so that's the Amazing Race to Brandywine. I don't know if there's any questions anyone has. We're trying to keep some of the locations a secret, just so we don't give anyone an unfair advantage. But um, but it should be a fun event. It's from 9 to 5, so we're having 8 cars operate at a time at 15-minute intervals. So there's gonna be a lot of cars driving through the area, hopefully at during that day.
Great
So
project management skills coming from the military, right?
yep, that's right.
Okay.
So we have that. It should take about 2 hours to do the entire course and the activities.
Sounds
Um,
fantastic. What a good idea.
Thanks. Yeah. The next one is on August 1st, and that's called the Voices of Brandywine. We've partnered with the Delaware Theater Company, and what we're doing now is we're actually writing scripts for different characters that were here. We've written one on Washington, and just some of the other figures that were here at the time. And we're using primary resources. We discovered early on that if we're just doing dialogue, it's a little hard to come up with that. Whereas if you look at diaries or personal accounts, it's a little easier to come up with a script. So that's what we're doing. And that is from 10 to 2. So we'll be doing it at different locations at the park. And we have 5 actors that are going to be doing different parts.
You're doing it at
Yeah.
the park with the Delaware Theater Company.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing it at the Delaware Theater Company.
Yeah.
Even
That's not a bad
better.
idea there too.
August 1st, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay. I like it on site even better. Sorry, Troy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to
Yeah.
be a very
No
cold
problem.
day. August is never hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too incredibly hot. I mean, fortunately, I think things held out this August. We had an event this August too, the first weekend, and it worked out. So
Yeah,
hopefully it's the same weather.
we promise
So
nothing and hope for the best.
yes.
That is terrific. Good.
So that's 2026. Of course, we're doing some of the same events that we do each year, our Brews at the Battlefield event, and our speaker series programs. But in 2027, our big event is going to be an encampment event. So we'll have reenactors here, and the public, if they purchase a ticket, they can stay at the park, can stay overnight, bring their own tent, and camp out with the reenactors.
So that's going to be
And
9/11/27?
no, we're going to do this in May
Ah.
of 2027, so it's not too hot for people to camp out.
Got it. Okay.
So, and we'll have, people will be able to try foods that the soldiers would have eaten. And something else we're doing too is there's a special meal that we're going to have our Washington reenactor at. And we're going to have that at the Ring House, which was Washington's headquarters. So for an extra fee, you can have a meal with Washington and ask him whatever questions you want. So
Who is going to be Washington?
we have it's a gentleman he's a Mason. One of
Okay.
our board members is a Mason. He has this friend who's a Washington interpreter. So
All right. Good. Good. You got him. Excellent.
mhm.
Yeah, Ben Franklin was a paler last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
Great. Good. Glad to hear it. Emily, I see you found our pocket booklets in the chat.
Yeah, it was hiding right below the Word document that I was on. So I
On the
can share my
shared-
screen if
And you're going to make sure it's on the website, right?
yes.
So, Collis, can you see all those sources? Can you get them to make sure that Chelsea gets them too?
Yes, so I'll send it to her. They're also on the whiteboard, and like Karen said, I'll put them on the website. But yeah, they are great resources for people.
Hopefully something comes through. All right.
Can you see my screen?
No, I'm just saying, can we, people try to order them and we can really get them. So yeah,
Yes,
Alex,
yes.
let us know if there's issues, all right? Interesting. So who else has things going on for questions and ideas? What's going on for Chad's Ford? I know Kathleen and Hank and Laura, you're really trying to rally the businesses, yes?
No,
Yeah,
you want to go, Hank? That's fine. They've already heard from me.
However we want to do it, it's fine. Trying to get my video. Okay. Hi. So this is Hank Summer. I working with Kathleen and with Laura. And at this point, what we're looking to do is bring the story to our local township businesses, both those that reside in the township and members of the business community, and go through a series of 3 presentations. And just talking to them about what the event's going to be, how it's going to look, what their participation can be, give them some exposure in our township publications and things of that nature. Kathleen, is that about correct?
I think that's well said.
Oh, well, I'm done talking.
Yeah, there's not much more to add at this point. We did have a little meeting earlier today with a couple of our important sites to let them know what we're planning. And yeah, I mean, coming up, as Hank said, 3 additional attempts to engage businesses. And as I said earlier, plant that seed. They might not be thinking about the 250, but I need them to know that Chesford Township is engaged and is willing to help them. So
nice. And I see you've got your new webpage up there. I'm looking at it right now. So you've really just starting to get the awareness building, and then activities and entertainment, dining, lodging, and services are pending ideas from the community. So good, it is starting to roll.
yeah, we're trying. I think Laura has been doing a great job trying to add the social media component, which is
Mhm.
not my forte. I struggle, but she's trying to work that angle, and it's much appreciated by me. So
Very good. Yep, they'll go. How many businesses are you trying to reach out to in Chad's Ford area?
Well, that was the big question, is how many businesses do we have? We are not we are not being selective. We have hundreds of businesses. All of the ones that we have a contact information for, in email, we will be reaching out to them and inviting them to these three, um, to these three presentations. We have there are categories, from attractions to lodging to services, and that's fine. Different ideas kind of for each one, but yeah. So yeah, we're not being selective. It's going to be we're going to try to engage them all. It's going to be a matter of who signs on to the Zoom. And we'll have flyers that we can go to if as we go to storefronts, we can pass out so they'll understand our initiative.
Okay. If you need help with any of the design or materials and stuff, just say the word, because we'd like to help get materials out there, and we can help with information for your print materials and your newsletters and your e-newsletters. That would be
Aaron,
great.
I think from maybe just my side of being a resident,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an exciting time for us to engage the businesses that drive and thrive in Chadds Ford, because for many years that's just not been the case. Now we have a story. It's compelling. It's historic. It's a once in a lifetime, and I think we're going to get a lot of positive reactions by combination of both the come see us at the township, or we'll come and see you, and having it available on social media. So I know we're all real excited about this once in a lifetime opportunity to show our businesses in the township how much we appreciate what they do in residing with us in Chadds Ford.
Yes. I can't find it online right now. And Emily, I'd like you to make a note of this. The Southern Chester County Chamber, their fall promotion or their magazine with all the members listing, we did like a 6-page spread
Wow.
on Chester County 250. Yeah, you see Emily has a copy of that. So I don't know if that was something that you could find useful, uh, either in a PDF form or just to have Cheryl Kuhn at the chamber share copies with you all. Do you see that? Is that something that would be helpful just to get the word out to business members about 250 and how they can be involved? I mean, can you pick it up again and open it? Is that something that we're going to mail it to households?
I certainly see any tool that you've created any tool that you've created as possible, reaching out to community is a positive. So there'd be no reason why we wouldn't want to look at that and see if we can incorporate some part of that into our outreach.
How about Emily, make sure and send a PDF of it around? So, because it does have that, we're doing it with each Chamber of Commerce that has a written material that's been published, like Exton also has a written one. And that's just, again, PDF and in copy seems to be helpful.
Great, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, this is Laura.
Nice to meet you, Laura.
Hi. Is this a quarterly edition? Is that the publication, quarterly publication?
I think it's quarterly or twice a year. I'm not clear which one. Ours just came in the mail
I think
2
it's
days
twice a
ago.
year. Yeah, I think it's twice a year.
Okay.
So how about we send Cheryl from the Southern Chester County Chamber to make sure she gets you some? Because I don't even know, looking at the membership in there, how many are from Chadds Ford. So that would be the thing too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Got that, Em? We'll hook it through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Matt,
you
what
for
are you thinking? You've got the heritage site, you've got the gardens, you're hooking through and trying to see what else is going on. Is anything sound worthwhile at this point? Or are you still in the idea stage?
Yeah, we're still very much in the idea stage. Like I said, the watch party definitely interests us. I just I'm scheduled for the meeting on Friday, so we'll learn more there. Yeah, about how we might be able to pull it off, whether um, we just kind of bookend the 6 nights with the first night, the last night, or we pick the one that's most relative to the Battle of the Brandywine, or maybe do more of these summary episodes. So we'll definitely pull something off. It's just kind of we need to put our heads together here and figure out exactly what we could pull off. We have a visitor center with a 70 or 75-inch TV. We could probably hold about 25 people comfortably in there with some tables set up for snacks
Nice.
and drinks. So yeah, 25 to 30 people. Um,
That'd be a great size for the watch party. Yeah. Nice.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Good.
I didn't realize it was 6 nights in a row. I was hoping it was like, 6 Sundays in a row or something like that, that may be a little bit easier for us to pull off, but still, there's lots of options, it sounds like. So that's nice.
Yeah, you can either do first night, last night, all nights, no nights, or you can do the episodes later.
Hmm.
So they're really trying to work to get it. It doesn't have to be that week. So you
Yeah.
can space it out differently. Yes, Kim? Yeah, yeah. So the other thing we've been also promoting, and Kim, you can help me with this too, is our Dare to Declare. That's the other idea. Have you guys heard a lot about that already on other calls? Emily, do you want to pull up a Dare to Declare sheet on the webpage? And Kim, why don't you jump into description?
Sure. So Dare to Declare is the brainchild of Chester County's own Rose Fennell, the superintendent of the Valley Forge National Park. And the idea is that during this 2026 semi-quincentennial, that we all have an opportunity to not just read the Declaration of Independence, but that we create public reading opportunities at our nonprofits, at our organizations, at our cookouts. That's what Karen's talking about, all the declarations and constitutions, the little pocket ones. As soon as I started working on this, I got my own, a whole bunch of them. I keep handing them out to people that I see. So that having public readings of the Declaration with discussion prompts afterwards. Some of the passages of the Declaration are difficult to hear. Of course, women and Black Americans were not included. There's a kind of unpleasant, unsavory phrasing about Native Americans. But when you read through it, it really puts questions to us. What is America? What is freedom? Have we achieved it? What's still in process? So for the Dare to Declare initiative, we want all of your organizations and everyone everywhere to think about how to have public readings, you can pass around a Declaration of Independence with passages cut out for different readers. You can have one person, a reenactor, and do a dramatic reading of the Declaration so that people can hear it. If you recall, most people did not read the Declaration of Independence when it was first issued. It was read out loud in town squares for people to hear. And Rose Fennell, the Superintendent Fennell, really believes that hearing it and saying it is a way to really think about it, take it in, and have a way for us to discuss it in community with each other.
Mm. So Emily, what's your PDF flyer that you got to share with the planning group? Because it's a very little screen right here. Okay. And again, we have more, we're developing resources so that people can, and we'll have a series of Zooms to get ready for it. We're also doing a video. If you don't want to get external readers, we'll have Chester County folks reading the Dare to Declare. It takes 9 minutes and 44 seconds to read the whole thing aloud. So there's resources here as well. And we're trying to promote that all through the Memorial Day through Labor Day, not just on the 4th of July, but all through late spring to early fall. So just in smaller groups, I think are going to make better groups on this, because that way we'll actually get some talking going and conversation. So what do you think, Bob Sheedy?
Take myself off mute. Yeah, I mean, we hold meetings every month to try to talk about it. There's definitely a lot of discussion around the Battle of Brandywine that, marched through our streets, raided some of our homes. So one of the things we're focused on right now, and I brought it up last meeting, is the skirmish that occurred at the Kennett Meeting House in some of our research and investigation, and we've actually engaged in a historian to try to comb through some of the research. Some of that's at Swarthmore, to look at how many Hessians, if any, are buried within our borders and in our graveyards. So that we're hoping to have as an opportunity to kind of share with the whole what happened during that time period. We're looking at a number of opportunities that kind of bring the community together, some way that we can have, obviously there's logistics and challenges, unique challenges to that and budgets to that. So those tend to go back and forth from a monthly basis. So those are still in the discussion stage. But again, we remain open to any discussion of, the resources we have both inside of our borders and in partnership with our neighbors for anything that makes sense for some, not just supporting Kennett Township as a community, but the entire southeastern Chester County and whatever we can be a part of.
Thank you, sir. And Cindy, I'm going to ask you if you're still on the call. Do you have things that you're looking at? Are you in the idea generation stage with the Legion and the VFW?
Yes, I was hoping Lance would be able to join us, but I think he had a work commitment. Because unfortunately I missed our last American Legion meeting because I was unexpectedly out of town. I know we had talked prior to that meeting about how to involve our Sea Cadets that we have in the building with us, and also how to incorporate, something into our annual Veterans Day dinner. Unfortunately, I don't know what was discussed and or voted on at the September meeting, but that was what we were kind of talking about. We do have a meeting here, early October that I will re-engage with them on.
Thank you. Yeah, it's in progress. It's rolling along, right?
Yeah.
That's what we got.
Karen, it's Hank Summer. I've got a question, maybe, to refresh my memory. A while ago, I was on one of these calls, and there's always a lot of takeaways. And one of the memories I have, and I believe it was in Kennett, that they were talking about profiling some of the historic homes, both in the time of the 1700s and where they are today, and something to that nature. Is that something that you remember, a conversation? And if it is, where is that, or has that progressed within Kennett Square with their township?
Bob Sheedy, can you answer that one?
Yeah, I
'Cause you're
can speak to the
our cause,
borough,
man.
but the situation. So one of the things we've done that is still and will be completed is we contracted a man by the name of Bob Wise, who, and that goes back many years, to try to identify as a not only historian but an architectural historian, what properties of interest and what can he find out about them, when were they built. And this was done over many years, and that is actually a point of public record that any of our residents can go and find out what we know about them. Obviously, some of these homes have housed some famous people from the Bayards. I personally live in a house that's 250 years old. So there's a lot of great stories to be told with these homes, and we're looking at, I don't know if you want to call it a parade of homes or opportunities for homeowners to kind of share what they've learned. And
Right.
what I like is not just the famous historians who invented things. I think it's a fantastic opportunity to kind of highlight the day-to-day lives of the farmers and merchants and, home care people and the people who actually built the community, because we're really not built by large corporations. This was really just people who settled in this area and bonded together and eventually created a township. And I think this 250 is a great opportunity to highlight those individual homes and those individual stories 100%.
Okay. If that's something that, could I talk to you offline about that? Like
I
sort of
would
where you
love
are?
to talk to you about
Great.
that.
Thank you. I will reach out to you. Thank you, Bob.
Please do.
Thanks, Karen.
Karen, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anybody have anything else to add for the order of the day? Collis, I have not heard from you. What do you got going on, sir? Mr. Townsend?
I appear to be a day late and a dollar short. I know that Chelsea was giving the report when I came on,
She
so
was. It's okay. And then she had to go
she's
because
highly
of
competent.
soccer. Okay.
So
So you're doing fine.
whatever she said.
She gave us all kinds of stuff that you're doing. Thank you. Just making sure. Okay. All right. So on the website, we have got a up and running list of what's going on. Jill, you all know how to get into that? It's in the thought stages now, and as soon as it turns into promo, that's when, Emily, you want to bring up the list as well? So that people can see where it is, go through sort of, have people been using that? Because we have been doing it in every region, and we take notes as it is meeting, and you can also just update your own stuff or add to it between meetings. You want to share your screen, Emily, and show people where to find it?
Yes. Can you
Yeah,
see this?
I can see, yeah, so you're on regional planning on the A250friends.org website. And then you got the bulletin board off to the side. There you go. So for Southern Chester County, the first one is sort of things that are got dates on it now. So just keep going down. And we put some of the bigger Philly things in there because people are asking. And then after this, we have the resources we just mentioned, which are also on the website, but this a little closer. Oh, let's come talk about the wish wall in a second, Kim. Just keep going through this and we'll come back. And then after these resources, then we have the meeting notes. And this is, we'll clean this up, but Emily's just been taking notes as you've been talking. And it goes on for 24 pages or something like that. So it's,
Yep.
yeah, fascinating to see the ideas being generated and then turning into real dates over time. So it's all online and it's for each region of the county too. So we've got the, yeah, you're welcome to peek in or zoom in on any things just to get ideas and to promote what you're doing as well and to share ideas. So please, it's really helping us to keep in touch and start to alert people to what's coming up, even though the promo's not out yet. It's on your planning docket, and that's really helpful. Wishing walls. Did we talk about wish walls here before? With
I don't think so.
Kim, you want to explain the concept? It's pretty straightforward and powerful.
Sure. This is kind of a parallel to Dare to Declare, but it doesn't have to be part of Dare to Declare. It's a way to engage an audience or stakeholders into thinking more deeply about what they want for America. What does life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness mean to them? And it was originally conceived as, there you can see the image there, as literally a wall in which each person can make a wish for America and poke it up as a post-it onto a wall. But there have been lots of different ways. This is kind of a national initiative. There's this coming from all over to do that. And you know, post-its on a wall are one way to do it. But little pieces of paper to put in a jar that can be tied onto a tree. There's a little piece of paper.
Index cards at the Exton Library last week. Carolyn Committee held a session to help folks sign up for library cards. And the wishes we got, actually, I mean, they were amazing, but a little depressing. All these children were wishing for world peace and kindness and for violence to end in our nation. So it's fascinating. I would say 2/3 of them were like that. And we just, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then just some artwork for Happy Birthday America. And I could see it's pretty easy to do inside on a wall. Emily, if you hit the wish walls button, it gets different ideas for what the walls look like. Throughout at the top, there's a bar that says wish walls, and then there should be more photos. You can do any format, right? And you can also just do it electronically as well as physically. But yeah, so yeah, it's just a really straightforward thing. What's your wish for America's 250th birthday is all the question is. And they're connecting it all over the place. And it's interesting because some people were afraid to do it thinking it'd be horrible stuff. And you can monitor it and maybe every couple of days you'll take one thing down or something, but it hasn't been that horrible. But the wish wall, what's your wish for America's birthday? So, and on here also it lists all the different wish walls being hosted. If you want to get into the system, you can formally sign up or you can just do it on your own. But it's a pretty good idea. Seems to have some resonance. Wish walls.
It's a good engagement tool for if you have people passing by or for children. I know I facilitate the Phoenixville convening like this, and we were talking earlier today or yesterday about how to engage kids in all of this, and that this is one way, like Karen just showed that adorable little Happy Birthday America card. This is a good way that kids can do something and understand how it connects to the 250th anniversary of the country.
Another idea. Easy peasy.
Cheap and easy.
Amazing. I want to thank you all for zooming in today. Much more to come, but it's going the way it needs to go. So don't hesitate to reach out if we can provide stuff, resources, ideas. Thank you very much for everything you're doing.
Thank you.